Very good morning, children. Sairam. So, how are you all? I hope you all are fine. Yes? Right. So, in the previous class, we have started a new lesson, isn't it? What is the title of the lesson? The sun, moon, and stars, isn't it? And we have learned about the sun and stars. So today we shall learn about the moon. Okay. So before starting our today's session, let's recall about the sun and stars. Okay. Recall the some points about the sun and stars. Okay. So do you remember anything about sun? What we have learnt in the previous class? Yes. So it is a brightest object. The sun is the brightest object in the sky, and it is a very huge ball of very hot gases. Okay, it is a huge ball of very hot gases. Okay, and it gives light and heat. So we get light and heat from the sun. So without light and heat we cannot live. Okay. So the sun is a star. Okay. Sun is a star and it is the closest star to the earth. Okay. It is the closest star to the earth. And we have learnt about its family, isn't it? So the sun has 8 planets revolve around it. Sun has 8 planets revolve around it. What do you mean by planet? A planet is a huge object that goes around a star. Okay, what do you mean by planet? A planet is a huge object that goes around a star. So, the sun has 8 planets revolve around it. And Earth also one of these 8 planets. Okay, Earth also one of these planets. And one more thing, planets do not have their own light. Okay, planets do not have their own light. So they get light and heat from the sun. Okay, so this is the sun's family. So the sun and its 8 planets belong to the solar system. Okay, the sun and its 8 planets belong to the solar system. And the next one, stars. Next one is stars. So during the night time we can see thousands of stars twinkling in the sky, isn't it? So how does it? So it seems very small, isn't it? But it is a huge ball. Okay, it is a huge ball of hot gases. Okay, it is a huge ball of hot gases. Okay, children. So in the ancient days, people used their imagination to connect these stars to form some shapes. Okay, in the olden days, people used their imaginations to connect these stars to form some shapes. Okay, and those stars that are connected to form an imaginary shape are called constellations. Okay, those number of stars that have been connected to form an imaginary shape are called constellations. Okay, and they have named their shapes after animal or people from the olden minds. And some examples we have seen, isn't it? In the picture they have given, isn't it? The bear, Hercules, isn't it? So like that they have named that imaginary shape. Okay, so these are all the points we have learned in the previous class about the sun and the stars. Okay, so are you all clear? Yes. Yes. So today we shall learn about the moon. Okay, about the moon. So moon is a ball of rock. Okay, it is a ball of rock that goes around the earth. Okay, earth goes around the sun, isn't it? But the moon revolve around the earth. Okay, revolve around the earth, and it is the nearest neighbor of earth in the space. Okay, it is the nearest neighbor to the earth in the space. Okay, so moon when the moon is between the earth and the sun, so you all know that moon do not have its own light. So it gets light from the sun. Okay, it gets light from the sun. So moon is light up by the light from the sun. Okay, children. So when the moon is between earth and sun, okay, between earth and sun, we cannot see the moon because the light up area is on the opposite side. So the side of the moon that faces earth will not get light from the sun. So we cannot see the sun. So did you see that sky and did you see that moon every day? Yes. So in some days it will look like full moon, isn't it? And in some days we can see only half of the moon. And in some days we cannot see the moon, isn't it? So why? So moon is changing its shape every day. Yes. It's changing in shape in every day. No. No, okay? Because so when this is earth and this is moon and this is sun. Okay? When the moon is between earth and sun, we cannot see the moon. Why? Because the side of the moon that faces the earth will not get light from the sun. Only this side of the moon gets light from the sun. Okay. So the side of the moon that faces earth will not light up by the sun. So we cannot see the moon. So that moon is called new moon. Okay, that moon is called new moon. Okay, so after 1 or 2 days, we can see some part of the moon, isn't it? Some part of the moon. And this moon is called crescent moon. Okay, this moon is called crescent moon. Okay, this moon is called crescent moon. Okay, and after 7 days, okay, after 7 days we can see half part of the moon, half part of the moon, and that moon is called half moon. Okay, that moon is called half moon. Okay, and then after 2 or 3 days we can see some more portions of the moon. Some more portions of the moon. So that is called gibbous. That is called gibbous moon. Okay, that is called gibbous moon. And after 2 weeks, okay, after 2 weeks, the moon will be on the opposite side. So the moon will be here. So it will be on the opposite side. So the side of the moon that faces the earth will get light from the sun. So we can see full moon. That is called full moon. Okay. So I'll show you that picture. Okay. Look at this picture. So look at this picture. Okay, carefully. So this is sunlight. Okay, and this is moon. This is earth. So when the moon is between earth and sun, okay, between earth and sun, the part of the earth, the part of the moon that faces earth will not get light, this darker space. So it is dark in color, isn't it? So it is not light up by the light from the sun. So we cannot see the moon. So that moon is called new moon. That moon is called new moon. So after 1 or 2 days, so we can see some part of the moon, and that moon is called crescent moon. This one is crescent. Okay, crescent moon. Okay, and after 7 days we can see half the moon. So that is called half moon. Okay, that is called half moon. And after 2 or 3 days, that is on day 10, we can see more than half the moon. So we can see more than half the moon. And that moon is called gibbous moon. Okay, that moon is called gibbous moon. Okay, so after 2 weeks, the moon is on the opposite side. So it comes this side, opposite side. So the side of the moon that faces to the earth will get light from the sun. Will get light from the sun. So we can see full moon. Okay, so we can see full moon. This is the process. Have you all understood, children? So similarly, see the next half. So after some days it will become gibbous moon, and after that it will become half moon, and after some days it will become crescent moon, and after some days it will become new moon, because moon revolve around the earth. Moon goes around the earth. Okay, so that we can see these types of moon in the sky. So originally moon does not change its shape. Okay, due to this reason only we will see that is we can see these kind of moons in the sky on different days. Okay, have you all understood, children? So shall we read? Yes. So look at the picture. This is the full moon. So beautiful, isn't it? So the moon. The moon is a ball of rock that revolves around the earth. It is our nearest neighbor in space. It has no light of its own and is lit up by the light from the sun. Okay, so moon does not has its own light. So it is lit up by the light from the sun. Okay. So the next one. When the moon goes around the earth, different parts of it are lit up by the sun on different days. We can only see the part that is lit up. So it looks as if the moon changes its shape every day. So it makes us to think like that. Okay, whether the moon change its shapes? No, isn't it? So read. When the moon is between the sun and the earth, the side of the moon facing us does not get sunlight. So we cannot see the moon because its dark side faces us. This is the new moon. After a day or two, we see a small portion of the moon. This is called the crescent moon. This is called the crescent moon. After a day or 2 days, we can see crescent moon. After 7 days, we can see half the moon. This is the half moon. So after 7 days, we can see half part of the moon, and that is called half moon. Okay. 2 or 3 days later, we can see more than half the moon. This is called the gibbous moon. Okay, so after that we can see more than half the moon, and that moon is called gibbous moon. 2 weeks after the new moon, the moon is on the opposite side. the side facing us gets sunlight. So we can now see the full moon. Okay, so 2 weeks after the new moon, we can see full moon. Okay, so from the new moon, how many days it will take to see full moon? 2 weeks from the new moon. Okay, the different shapes of the moon as seen from the earth are called the phases of the moon. What are the different shapes? New moon, crescent moon, half moon, gibbous moon, full moon. So these shapes are called phases of the moon. Okay, phases of the moon. Understood, children? Yes, and look at this picture. So from the new moon, after 2 days, it will become crescent moon. And after 2 or 3 days, it will become half moon. Okay, and after 4 days, it will become gibbous moon. So 2 weeks after new moon. 2 weeks after new moon, it will become full moon. Okay, and these shapes of the moon are called phases of the moon. Okay, so with that, we have completed this chapter. So it is very small chapter only. Okay, so only 3 things: sun, stars and moon. Okay, so read the lesson, children. Okay, it is very interesting. Okay, and look at these pictures also. Okay, then only you can understand in how many days it will become the next shape. Okay, the moon. Okay, so read the lesson, read again and again, and look at the picture and try to understand the concept. Okay, so study well. I'll meet you in the next class. Okay, thank you.